Okay. Welcome. Welcome to Off of Creepypasta.
That was well played.
The first one recorded at the new house. Hopefully,
Thanks for telling
it was worth the wait after 9 years in development.
I know. We've been developing this for years. Trust me, the original concept was way, way darker than this. We've lightened it up a little bit, dude.
Anyway, we have a story today called The 60-Day Game.
Let's
get right into the Creepypasta.
Just a fun fact. It was written by the guy who wrote the horrific thing, so we're in for a good ride, dude.
Inspired by the Japanese game Nanashi no Game.
The Nameless
Game. My name is Francis Lee. My name is Getty Lee. My name is Getty Lee.
My name is Harper Lee.
I'm calling him Getty Lee. My name is Getty Lee, and during my childhood in 1991, when the Game Boy came out, it was the best thing ever, having a gaming console on the go, and I still have it to this very day.
The end.
I would play it all the time and have tons of fun doing so. Now, there's the 3DS.
Thanks for telling
A
me.
revolutionary portable, which I find nostalgic at the same time, too.
Okay.
No.
Why?
Why? I could play new games and relieve my childhood as well. He can play new games and relieve his childhood.
Relive.
New games.
New
And
games.
relive
That's
his
why he's so
childhood.
nostalgic, right?
Thanks to the eShop, where they sell some of my favorite Game Boy games such as Link's Awakening,
Why don't you just play him on your Game Boy?
Dr. Mario, and even NES games like Mega Man.
Alright.
Mega Man 2 is better. But recently, there was a new RPG adventure game that came out in the eShop, and it's the new thing. The horrific thing.
The new
No,
thing.
The new thing. A game where you can be whoever you like and do what you want.
You gonna tell me what the name of the game is?
I happened to take a look. It's Minecraft. I happened to take a look. The name of the game was indescribable.
Oh.
I can't seem to make a good pronunciation, so I will leave it nameless. Actually, no. I'm
Good
gonna try.
pronunciation. Just write it down.
I'm gonna try and pronounce it. Roblox, Roblox? No. But at the same time.
Seriously, good pronunciation. You're writing it down, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. But the best I could come up with was open.
So hard to pronounce.
Another cool thing about the game is that it keeps track of what you're doing. I will post my first entry here. Oh, so they're doing. So this guy does like journal entry stuff.
Dude, I guess.
Day 1.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Day 1. Character created. House basic level. Mage level 1. Story progression 5%. So he just popped into the game at 5%.
Dude, he's good.
I actually played the game alongside my friends who started a lot earlier than I did.
Super.
But reports have soon come out stating people have been dying from natural causes with their 3DSs by their side. With the game running 2 months later.
Oh, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
That's an oddity.
I wonder
My friend Alex, me, dismissed it upon hearing the
because
news.
that was on every local news station in the country.
Kids are dying. And then a game shows up 2 months
I
later.
know News Princess Diana live again.
Anyway, my other friends followed suit, thinking it is a coincidence or some sick joke. A few days after
Which is
that,
why
however,
it was on every news station in the country.
Alex came to school less, and when he was in school, he would be rather unsocial, ignoring us and playing with his 3DS. That just sounds like my senior year. So far. Just kidding. I go to school every day, and I get 300s on all of my tests.
Yeah.
I don't play 3DS. 3DS is bad for children. I definitely don't have 200 hours in Monster Hunter.
Okay, so they had this news report, but it was on Fox News, so nobody believed it.
We got to put a link. I'm going to actually send it to you, but we have to put a link in the description.
Yeah.
There's this one great thing from Fox News
Yeah.
where this guy makes a joke about The Division. You know the game?
Yeah.
And then the other guy comments on a nerf and how mad he is. And it's this 30-year-old guy who's like, oh yeah, and they nerfed the crafting, so thanks a lot, EA. And it's like,
Fox News?
yes!
What skills should every 18-year-old have? A former dean at Stanford University has some ideas. Be able to take risks and be able to gear up your character in the Division, despite the way Massive nerfed the crafting system and allows packs of super geared rogues to gank you in the dark zone. Thanks a lot, jerks.
It'll be in the description.
News is opinionless.
Yeah, but it's not news, it's The Division.
It's exactly.
I haven't played it, but I'm not going to. Anyway,
I tried asking
him, but he was too focused on his console. The next few days, however, he stopped coming to school altogether. Some of my friends were really worried about him, considering he was already going to flunk out during doing due to bad grades.
Well, actually,
World of Warcraft can do that to you, dude.
I mean,
Not
if you
anymore, but
if you're not there, then I mean, don't they just save your work? I'm thinking.
no, you
gotta
still
pick
don't
up
get
your
the
work, you
grades.
gotta
You still
turn
don't
it
get
in.
the grades.
I guess, yeah. I mean, would you flunk just because you missed like 3 days of school?
They said he stopped coming altogether.
All right, yeah. I mean,
Anyway, he lives alone, by the way, and I went
Of
over to
course
his
he
house
does.
and knocked over
his door.
knocked on his door. No answer. If he wouldn't talk to you,
Just broke down.
why would he? And why would he? You know, why would he answer the door if he won't even talk to you and you talk straight to his face?
Also, apparently this was day 1.
Oh, no, this is like day 20. Oh, day 60.
Okay.
I then tried the doorknob only to find
wait,
that the
Alex.
door was unlocked.
60-day game. That's the last entry. No.
I then tried the doorknob only to find that the door was unlocked. So I went in. The house had electricity.
I know
Sorry,
because of
talking heads.
TV static.
Talking heads.
Electricity.
Just went through everything. Flash the picture of David Byrne now.
Stop. You're making my editing job harder.
Then just put random stuff in right now. Just put a random flurry of imagery.
No, I probably already did.
Anyway,
Thanks me in the future.
you're welcome. So, I then tried the doorknob, only to find that the door was unlocked, so I went in. The house still had electricity. I know because of TV static.
He was watching Fox News.
I then turned off the TV and exclaimed,
Hey Alex, you okay, buddy? Missing out on a lot of school. Something the matter?
that's like something that like that's like something that like stereotypical dad would say. Hey, yeah, that's like something that like goofy dad would say in like an
Goofy.
80s movie where it's not goofy, but like a goofy dad in the 80s. He'd be like,
The Goofy movie.
yeah, he'd be like, okay. Hey Alex, you okay, buddy? Missing out on a lot of school. Something the matter?
So you'd be
Yup,
Max,
yup.
wouldn't it?
Hey man. Hey Max. Wake me up. I walked up the stairs to his room only to find Alex slumped over his study table, 3DS in hand, cold as ice.
Your voice gone. Oh,
I called an ambulance immediately and went to check on Alex's status.
his
5
character
hours
was
ago.
fine.
Yeah, his character was good, but he was dead.
He had no pulse.
Was not breathing. And at this point, you would start doing CPR.
No, he had no pulse. Was not breathing. He was dead. Oh, I never would have
Like,
guessed.
legit. This is also...
He had no pulse,
This
but he
is-
was walking around.
This is
and
a
talking.
tangent.
Yeah.
But when I got my lifeguard certification a month ago,
Yeah.
how they would test you to make sure that you know how to do like CPR was they'd be like, all right, you get up to a situation and they have a dummy out. And they'd be like, all right. So, you're walking into work one day and you see a guy laying on the floor. What do you do first? And I'm like, you check the area to see if it's safe. All right. Then you have to have someone call 911. You call 911 yourself if no one else is there.
Mhm.
You walk up to the guy and do a test. So you do the test. And then they'll be like, alright, he has no pulse and he's not breathing. Do 2 rescue breaths, then start CPR. So this guy just says he's dead.
He's dead.
Somehow, his 3DS still had power, so I checked it. And I found that from the activity log, he was playing the new game. His last entry was this. Day 60. House advanced level, warrior level 50, story 75%.
He didn't even get to finish the game.
Dude, Dungeons and Dragons is satanic.
Dude.
His 3DS then shut off
No,
suddenly,
this
and
is
it
open,
felt
don't you
hot.
remember?
Oh yeah, open. And then that's when the ambulance
Felt
arrived.
hot.
And that's when the ambulance arrived.
Let's bring back Careless Whisper.
He was...
I used it in the last episode.
I know you did. Here it is right now.
If you sing it, then the music's just gonna collide with it.
Cut silence there.
He was pronounced dead on the spot. Of course he was.
He was pronounced man and wife with the floor.
Wait, what? Police tried to recover data from the console.
Only to find it
Guys, the only evidence is the 3DS.
At least they're actually using...
They tried to use
At
like
least they're
DNA
actually-
testing.
At least
in
they're
the
actually
3DS.
calling it evidence, unlike Sonic.exe too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Only to find.
The news was then broken to the school. It was never fixed.
And the public as well.
No one cared because...
I mean, if it was the death of a child, it would probably be a lot more private than that.
Yeah.
He did live alone, though, so...
Yeah. Many went to Alex's funeral, including me, Alex. My friend,
me, Alex.
alongside his girlfriend, Annie.
Wait, what?
She was a truly caring woman. Not a girl. She was like a 50-year-old woman.
Also, she's never been
Who
mentioned.
helped out with Alex all the time with pretty much everything. They were a loving bunch, even with Alex hanging out with me and gaming more often.
I love gaming. He's
On
my...
the train ride home, I talked with Annie a good bit, talking about this and that. I even tried to hold her hand at one point, but she just batted me away.
Jeez. Oh, how forward.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Anyway,
I'm sorry about I'm sorry about your loss. You want to go on a date?
I can't love a man who didn't perform CPR on my boyfriend.
Exactly.
And then the love story begins.
The love
here.
lost.
Annie and whatever this character's name is.
Annie and man.
Annie and Jeff Goldblum.
Sure. Anyway, Annie pulled out her 3DS and played the game.
Wait, what? And he chuckled a bit, but a few stops before I left, she pulled out her 3DS and
Yeah.
idiot.
The game her late boyfriend played. The game everyone was playing.
Suddenly her boyfriend showed up. Sorry, I'm late.
Her early boyfriend wasn't a fan of it.
I know, right?
I then left the train for home and played the game myself too. Before going to sleep, my entry was recorded. Also, in the game, I was involved with a little affair alongside some new statues erected.
Excuse me? What? What was that now?
What does that have to do with anything?
What? Hey. I was involved in a little affair. Wink, wink. Nod, nod.
Alongside some new statues erected.
I wasn't even going for Jeff Goldblum, but that's a good point.
That was definitely Jeff Goldblum.
You get my meaning?
Day 4, house level basic, mage level 3, story level 8, or whatever.
The next day.
The next day, however, I was greeted with even more horrific news, and he's dead.
Of course. One day of playing it, dude. The report says that before she died, she was walking as if in some sort of trance before dropping dead. And when police checked
your 3DS, because that's the evidence now. Her last
Like,
entry was vague and unclear.
She's not breathing, she has no pulse. Check her 3DS.
Only one thing could be made out. Day 60. What could it mean? Why is it always day 60? Like how Alex died?
Dude, this
Like how the others died? I can only think of one possible meaning. You have to finish the game 100% in 60 days.
or
death is inevitable.
And I'm assuming
It
that's
may seem easy, but there are tons of things to do. My friends became I'm just skipping some of this because it's just useless
and master
information.
completely including blacksmith and alchemy.
Yeah, no one cares.
It's really daunting.
My friends also started going paranoid because of this.
Don't skip, Alex. Come on.
In order to make sense of this, I consulted one of my wiser friends who was interested in the supernatural, and even though he has the game, he's never played it.
You love
He
Dean.
explains, he explains on the possibility that the game may be cursed and all, how it could be cursed, why is it so, and how.
That's of course why it got in the Nintendo eShop.
We then dwell deeper
The quality
into the game.
control is famously bad there.
Naked poker. It's a real game on the eShop.
We then dwell deeper into the game. It's dev time and other things. Wait, it's dev time? Alex, it's dev time.
Where's dev time? It's
It's
dev
dev time.
and other things. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
It's dev time. Is
Is that gonna be like the villain's catchphrase, like right before he dies? It's dev time.
It's dead time.
It's dead time.
So my friend actually found something interesting while him and I were doing research. The game dev time, who has passed away,
Alright.
and according to the research, he was working his all in this game, neglecting his family even, and it was to be his last work.
Of course it was.
However, before the game was released, his wife was killed during a housebreak, and his daughter was left all alone. His daughter also blamed the death on her father for not being there and leaving her all alone,
Okay.
and had a grudge on the video games in general. She died of loneliness soon after, and the game dev
Video
committed
games killed her.
suicide due to the guilt, from what I could tell. Also, the game dev team disappeared and went missing.
No, thanks.
That was shoved in there so poorly.
That was really good exposition.
We're almost
guys.
done.
Oh dear.
My friend then concluded that the vengeful spirit of the game's designer daughter cursed the game and all that made it and played it,
Sorry, this is
thus
awkward.
making all who do so die in 60 days. Why 60 days? It could be because that's the size of the dev team. 60 people helped make the game. Also, I don't know if you knew this, but if you look in the back of the $1 bill, there's the Illuminati.
I know, dude.
Like,
And if you like fold it, there's the Twin Towers.
yeah, conspiracies, man. They're all
Dude.
true.
And if you fold it into a paper hat, turn it upside down, you see Kurt Russell's face.
Yeah, did you know
Dude.
that? Did you know that when 9/11 happened, the Jews removed the plane too early?
Dude, yeah, I know, right? Want to know a real big secret, guys? All right, you take a quarter and you keep flipping it. If you flip it for an hour straight, you summon the devil, guys. Come on.
Well, the
Dude,
easiest
common
way to summon the
knowledge,
devil
yes.
is to jelly side down.
Oh yeah, but alternate one, just flip a quarter for an hour, dude.
Is that
You don't-
seriously
you
a
don't have toast,
conspiracy?
dude?
Is that seriously a
No,
conspiracy?
I'm making this up. I'm making this.
You're
up.
making it up? Okay, that actually
Dude.
sounded convincing. Like, not convincing true, but like...
making it up.
Really? Has someone ever said that?
The world will never know.
Okay. Thanks, Owl, from the Tootsie Pop commercial.
Yeah, but then I just
Anyway.
eat the quarter.
This was the only reasonable conclusion we can come up with. So it's 40 days in, and I have completed the
Screw
story.
journal entries.
Yeah, 50%. Time is ticking out for me.
Also,
the wise friend of mine just passed away as well. And
Of
it
course.
seems that if the game is passed and you don't play it, you have the curse placed on you.
the
My
wise friend was actually
testing-
just hit by a car. It was
Yeah.
completely unrelated to the game.
And he's being a jerk. My friend was testing that theory out by not touching the game. At the risk of death.
what an experiment.
So
This
it
is
seems that you get
seamless
cursed no
logic.
matter what. I only hope that I can complete this game before time's up.
Okay, so if you really believe this is real, why don't you just like play it for like hours and hours? Why don't you just get it done? It can't be that long.
Day
can it?
59 and 75% complete.
If you started with 5% on day one, it can't be that long.
It may seem that my fate is sealed after all. I have tried my best and have failed. If I do by some miracle survive, I will let you know. But as a final message, do not search the game in question. Well, we can't because you just called it open, unpronounceable.
Do not enter the Kyuki mansion.
Yeah. Kayuki.
And you got me. Link.
I
in
have
the
not told
description.
you the name of for your safety. No,
You,
you
did.
just-
You called
just-
it open.
Yeah. It is at your own risk should you want to play this game.
Not even a goodbye. That's all.
Epilogue. Recording from police and post-mortem.
Well, this isn't
The victim by the name of Geddy Lee has been found dead in his apartment. No wounds or foreign objects can be found. So, no Chinese food. No, figures from Japan. Nothing made in China. His room is empty.
No planes from Israel.
No planes from Israel.
No quarters. Meaning he died due to natural causes. Yep, that's a logical conclusion there.
Victim was holding a Nintendo 3DS.
Like,
With
no
the-
wounds, no foreign objects, natural
with
causes.
the infamous same game of the other victims with the following.
I'm sure that was
recorded.
taken right from the police.
Day 60, house advanced level, mage level 50, story 80%. The one thing in common yet again is the day count, but we have yet to see any other similarities. More will be updated soon. Written by the Vernster.
Dude, this has
The
got to
end.
be bad for Nintendo's press, guys. People play this game and they just die on the, dude.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah, that
but
was
it
pretty
funny.
dumb.
Is there any comments?
I need criticism, please. Please rate the story. It's one in a long
I
time
give
for me.
this pasta a 0.6
Out of 10.
Borrows heavily from other pastas, but the cliches don't really ruin it. There's really nothing that is unique or new, but is nevertheless well paced and can hold the reader's attention given the length. I've seen many pastas like this, but that doesn't make it good or bad. Fix the font and remove the placeholders. Failing to do so, and you will get a day ban.
It's from an admin.
Fix.
Isn't
Now
it?
can I get a rating?
Well, I can't review it now, but I promise to read it. This is dumb. It was bad. It was bad.
That was funny though.
It was bad.
I liked it. I liked it.
Do you have any more conspiracy theories?
I do.
Yeah, you do?
I have one more conspiracy theory.
Okay, go ahead.
If you pause the video right now,
Uh-huh.
you'll be safe. However, if you continue to go on, you're going to be in trouble.
bunches of oats.